What's going on, everybody? It's your boy GemMint, and with the Ghost Rider premium format statue by Sideshow becoming the third most watched video on the channel, I thought it would be cool to take a trip down memory lane, take a look at all the statues that had great light up features. So this is kind of a compilation video with some commentary. Before we jump into it though, I did come up on another sealed copy of The Punisher by Rick Remender Omnibus, and I'm going to give it away over on Encore. Encore is an online selling platform similar to eBay. They started off with retro video games and Funko Pops, and they just opened their comics category last month. Sellers list items, but instead of using pictures, they use videos. This way they can describe what they're selling, point out any potential defects, and give you some background on the comic. They can list the items as auctions for up to 7 days or as buy it nows with best offers. And the giveaways work the same as well. I'm going to post this right after I release this video, and it's going to be live for 6 days. So you don't have to rush to join a live show to enter the giveaway. You can watch this video, download Encore using my link in the description or the pinned comment or on the QR code, and enter this giveaway to win a free omnibus. And if you want to pick up anything off Encore, just know that they do have buyer's protection, and all of their sellers are vetted and required to upload photo ID. And with that out of the way, we're going to do this in chronological order, and I'm going to start with the classic, the Thanos on Throne by Sideshow.
Let's look at the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet has a light-up feature. The best light-up feature I've ever seen in the sense that it doesn't plug in. The batteries are not located on the other end of the statue. The gauntlets look really good. The battery pack is the key in here, like the key peg. Woo! Look at that gauntlet light up, y'all. So the gauntlet is tight because all you gotta do is take off the hand and press the button, and it turns off. Really convenient. Let's leave it on. Boom, strong magnet. Fuck, dope.
It's kind of hard for me to watch these older videos, man. I wasn't as comfortable on camera back then, but that gauntlet light up was pretty sweet. Keeping it retro, keeping it with classic gem. This was a crazy video, but the piece had a great light up feature. It's the Prime 1 Studio Spider-Man 2099.
Hey, JJ, hey, bring me 2 AA batteries in our battery drawer. So this base lights up, and it lights up very similar to my my lights in my shelf, so I'm kind of interested to see how that looks. One sec. You got me or not? Damn. And it fades. Cool. I think that this piece would look good sitting on top of my Calyx while I have the same kind of lights going on in the background.
It's funny, I wasn't going to even keep the beginning part. I was yelling for my daughter, Jay, to bring me batteries from downstairs. She doesn't bring them. I didn't know how to edit back then, and that video had like a 4-minute gap of me going downstairs to get batteries. It was just crazy, but it had me thinking. This was like 7 years ago, man. So my daughter, who's 20 years old, was only 13 at the time. It's kind of crazy how long I've been doing this. Anyway, moving on to the next one. So this is kind of like what the statue light up features used to be back in the day. Gonna take a look at the XM Studios Scorpion, the Spider-Man villain.
There's a light post. I like that kind of plastic look it has on the light, the lamp part. Oh, it lights up. What? Is this the first XM with light ups? No, Hulkbuster had it. I really like the details of the lamp too, man. First of all, the fact that it lights up is cool. And it's nothing you have to plug in. It's a battery within that little piece, so you don't have to worry about hollowed out statues or anything like that. It looks really good. And then,
yeah, so I even mentioned in that clip that it was like the second light up feature that I've seen from XM Studios, Hulkbuster being the first one, but that footage wasn't impressive to see the light up feature. The size of the piece was impressive, but I figured it wasn't really worth showing here. But another one from XM Studios, I had to include this one. It's the Batman Shogun, the one where he's on the big bat signal. Take a look at it.
The bat signal itself does come with an LED, which can shine this yellow light. It also has an option to shine a white light, but with the prototype, I'm not really ready to show that yet.
All right, next up, I had to throw this one in the mix as well. It's another Thanos from Sideshow, but it's the 1/3 scale bust, and I got some great footage of the gauntlet. So let's check it out.
It does have a battery pack on the bottom that comes with 2 AAA batteries, and it has a light up feature to light up those gems. I like the light up feature. I like how there's no plugs. The battery is just in the gauntlet, so you could simply take the gauntlet off. You can remove the batteries if you like, and you don't have to worry about having any kind of battery acid over time.
All right, this next one is crazy. When I did this video, I stated that this was the best light up feature in the entire hobby, and looking back at the footage, it's still up there, man. It's from Iron Studios. It's a movie related piece, the Spider-Man Far From Home quarter scale statue. Incredible light up feature. Speaking of the light up function, let's turn off the lights here, hit the button. Wow, man, like the thumbnail says, I think this statue has the best light up feature in the hobby easily. I love how it's kind of running through, going from teal to pink, and it really shows like the geometric shapes of the sculpted portion, but the running light to me just takes this to a whole nother level. Wow, man. That's impressive. I wasn't expecting that. Very dynamic, and gotta have one of, if not the best light up features in any statue that I've ever seen. I love that kind of pulsating running light from the blues to the teals to the pinks. That looks awesome. Even though it's not the most impressive light up feature as far as the whole statue being lit, there still hasn't been one like it with like the running neon lights. Anyway, this one is kind of an honorable mention. It's a Sideshow Hulk versus Iron Man maquette, but I figured we'd have to show some Iron Man love here. He's probably the statue that has the most light ups. We'll go ahead and hit that button and we'll show you the lighting feature on here. So there you go, his eyes, his chest, and his two palms of his hands for the repulsor blast, they light up. So here's a different angle. And yeah, the light up is cool. Let's take a closer look at this guy. All right, next up we have a classic, an OG. It's the Galactus maquette from Sideshow. This is the second time that I've owned this piece, and the light up feature on this one actually worked. And of course, like I mentioned, the LED. So when you turn the switch on, you will get it under the base, which has that nice glow to it. That looks really cool. Before we put the right hand on, that looks so freaky with no faceplate and those lit up LEDs. We got to get a faceplate on here stat. We'll do the stern one first. Doesn't really add much glow to the eyes. It's more of like around the middle, which is a pearly white. But again, not the portrait I would use. We'll switch it out, and we have to have baring teeth, angry Galactus. That's the Galactus that we all want to see. And you can kind of see the LED behind those eyes a little bit better here and on his chest. This actually fits chronologically in the timeline. We saw the old school Galactus. Let's take a look at the most recent. But let's test out this light up feature, and we'll start with the base. So lights off, let's press the button. Man, that's crazy. That adds so much to this piece. It literally looks like everything is burning. It's on fire. It's molten lava. Then moving up to his hands, like I said, that kind of repulsor palm is lit up. The flame is lit up behind it on both hands. Very bright light. You can see the chest light up, and of course, like I said, the eyes on the portrait light up as well. It already has paint that makes it look like it's glowing, and then the light just accentuates that. All right, next up, I'm going to hit you back to back. These were impressive light up features. Unfortunately, the characters don't light up as much, but Prime 1 Studio, 1/3 scale, Green Lantern, and Sinestro. And you'll notice around the back there is also a little micro USB plug and a switch that's going to be for the light up feature. Press the button and that power supply is going to be just for the flames on the base. Here's a better look at it with the lights off without the translucent flame on the lantern, which we'll show later. And it'll glow when the base is lit up. So nice effect on the front of the base here. Now let's see what Green Lantern looks like with all of the light up functions on. So we got the green in the background. It's like a silhouette picture, and then boom, removing the lights from the back. The base is glowing, the lantern, his chest, and the power ring. All right, let's take a look at the light up. So I took the batteries from Green Lantern. This will make Sinestro's ring light up. So that's pretty cool. You can see the little ring light up behind the construct there. Not as bright as a light up feature as I would have liked to see. It's a nice subtle little touch, but you can't really see it behind that resin. Now the lantern, on the other hand, the light is very bright. So it comes out the back and then it lights up this whole chunk of resin also. It does not come with a USB plug. You just have to have your own. And I can't really spin it 360 on the turntable, but we can kind of show you right now what it looks like. Really digging it with that base lit up like that though. And then like I said, you have the battery in the front. We'll put this piece of clear flame, and then boom, that's kind of lit up as well. We'll have the lights on in the background just to kind of give you a little bit of a silhouette, and then boom, we'll light up Sinestro, the base, the lantern. You could even see the little ring at the top there. All right, man, very cool. Let's see how this guy looks next to me in person. This next piece might be my favorite statue with a light up feature. It's ripped from the cover of a comic book. It's sculpted by the great Daniel Bell. It's the Batman Dark Knight Returns, the Frank Miller cover with the big lightning bolt that lights up. Here's Batman in full. The light up feature is not on and all the lights in the studio are on. So let's go ahead and cut the lights. All right, we got that blue ambiance in the back. There is a button right next to where the power supply plugs in, and then bam, that huge light looks awesome in the dark here. Flipping on the studio lights, you can get the vibe with the lightning bolt lit up while it's bright in the room. Yeah, so that's when the light up started to get crazy. You turn off all the lights in the basement here. You have that piece glowing, the lights behind it. Super cool statues. Next, we're gonna move on to one that is kind of a crazy story. This wasn't my piece. It was the comic book artist piece that the studio sent to me just to do a review. It's the Burning Godzilla from Spiral Studios. I'm surprised I even remembered that. And this statue video took off. I think right now it's like over 100,000 views, and I can see why. The light up is crazy. The size of this piece was insane. Check it out. Now let's go ahead and plug in that power supply and illuminate. Ooh, that looks so beautiful, man. It looks like molten lava, and with the lights off, it looks even better. I love that charred earth, the destroyed buildings. Beautiful. There's these two springs next to his right foot, and when it touches that, as long as the base is turned on, he'll automatically illuminate, and man, that looks amazing. The eyes are lit up. His torso looks great, but when you press that button, takes it to a whole nother level. It's definitely up there as one of the best light up features on a statue that I've seen. Let's cut out the lights. That is menacing. It goes great with the orange lights in the back. All right, and lastly, the most recent statue with a crazy light up is the Ghost Rider premium format. I had a lot of fun with this review. I did very little edits. I kind of just kept it going all the way, even when I couldn't figure out where the pieces would go, and some pieces weren't lighting up, but at the end of the video, I got it all together, and it was well worth the wait. Again, it's the third most watched video on the channel. Maybe it'll break that #2 spot one day. Check it out. All right, guys, it's the moment of truth. Oh, all right, so the portrait's not all the way in, but right. There we go. Ooh. Ooh-wee. What's up with that? Yeah, man, I think this wheel is supposed to light up, y'all. Oh, wait, there's a plug-in right here? Maybe this is... Oh, you know what? Okay, so there's actually... This plug is not for aesthetics. This plugs into the base. Ooh, dang. Yeah, because I was wondering, I was like, those connections that go right here don't feel like they have electric to them. All right, now let's go ahead and turn off the lights, and I'll glow to the extreme. All right, stop. Yo, that's for sure the thumbnail right there. Dang, this looks crazy. Lit up with the lights off in the house. Dang, now I see why they went with it. Now I see why they sprung for the light up feature on here, because that thing, first of all, is super bright. You can see it illuminating on myself. So here's where the paint job really shines. If you look at like the engine of the bike, it's got like a very dark looking red. It's more orangey near his feet. Then it gets very yellowy around the chains. The chains are glowing like crazy. Same thing with the head sculpt. You could really see like straight translucency through the back of the head sculpt here, where it was kind of like yellowish with the lights off. Speaking of which, lights off. Look how the background lights up with this camera. Boom. Woo. All right, guys, thanks for checking out this compilation video, statues with the best light up features. It was fun to go back and grab this content, relive some of those moments. Don't forget, I am giving away a Punisher by Rick Remender Omnibus over on Encore. It's still sealed. This is the new printing. Download Encore, use the link in the description or in the pinned comment, or you can just click on the QR code there. Search for me once you get there. My name is just GemMint with no spaces, all one word, and check out anything that I might have up for auction or buy it now. Anyway, let me know what your favorite statue with a light up is in the comments down below. Did I miss any that I reviewed? I didn't mention any that I didn't review, so if you have one that has a better light up, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and stay minty fresh. Peace.